they're taking our homes, they're taking our land, they're taking it to lease it out, to lease out our infrastructure and our highways in this state to foreign companies and private investment. We only have 2 small cities in Trinity County, and it's going to devastate both of them. It cuts a 1,200-foot swath. It goes right through the river bottoms where our water comes out of and the wells. It goes right through our aquifers where our other well water is. It goes through archaeological sites and historic cemeteries.
Here's the Reeds Prairie Baptist Church. It's a historical church in the path of the corridor, established before 1900. And this is still the path of the Trans-Texas Corridor through that northern wall. That is a cemetery right in there where the cedar trees are. You can see them green. That contains many Confederate soldiers, all types of veterans, World War II, Korean War. It's a very, very old cemetery. Very, very historic. So much.
We feel like we're caught in the middle of a fight between maybe the trucking industry and the railway industry, or some lobbyist somewhere against some other lobbyist somewhere, or some factory.
You're planning to go through 5,000 acres of mine in Walker County, taking land from which I receive 95% of my income, and raise safe meat for Americans to eat. This land also has wildlife, rare birds, bald eagle, the Cincinnati Trail, Indian bear.
Part of the land that they could possibly take for this Trans-Texas Corridor has been in our family since 1835. Even whenever our grandfather, great-great-grandfather came here, we don't want anything to do with this type of a highway system coming through here and taking our land.
I have family buried in those cemeteries. And now, I guess I'm supposed to just stand aside and allow the same state of Texas that they have established pay them over in their graves?
The TTC is not just lines on the map. To us Texans, those lines represent utter and total destruction to our homes, farms, land, heritage, being and way of life here in Texas.
My home and my land does reside in one of these corridors. There is no valid reason for them to condemn it and take it away from me.
And yes, this thing may even take our water rights. The head of the San Jacinto River starts on our property, and it goes down through Lake Conroe and Lake Houston to furnish water.
Is in Trinity County, you're probably going to wipe Cheetah off of the map. I know it doesn't have a post office. I know it doesn't have a lot of things everybody else has.
This project slated to take away 500,000 to 1 million acres of Texas land from the people who've had this in their families all their life, disrupting migratory animal patterns, historic and cultural sites, cemeteries, not to mention noise and air pollution, loss of tax revenue, and devaluation of surrounding lands.
I am smart enough to know that if you take my land, it will no longer be in my inheritance. I am smart enough to know that this is another way of robbing Peter, who is poor, and pay Paul, who is wealthy.
You have to look at your neighbor in the eye and watch the tears down your face. To see families watch their homes destroyed, to be displaced, they have to find somewhere else to go.
I now live among the names of heroes such as Crockett, Bowie, and Travis. Surely they could not have imagined their sacrifices for the independence of Texas leading to the cause we fight for tonight. Never would they have believed there are Texans today who would use eminent domain to strip other hard-working Texans of their land.
even consider giving my land that my ancestors died for to a foreign country.
You're going through the historic cradle of the Republic of Texas and wiping out a vast majority of the land. Okay? But if you take my homestead and my children's inheritance, and if I have to watch my home be bulldozed,
and this I-69 would totally wipe me out. It'll get all my land, my home and everything.
It would wipe her out, all our property. This is why the Lord has blessed us to be born and raised.
Because it's going to wipe out a whole community called Crabs Prairie, which is just a little bit north of here, which is part of the Huntsville-Walker County area. And a lot of my friends who belong to Master Gardeners are from that community, and they'll lose their homes. Homes that many of them had for a couple hundred years.
This is a beautiful, beautiful area. It's very special. Don't take it away.
This steeple over here off to our left back in there, you can barely see that white steeple. That's a Lutheran church. Its cemetery is in the path of it. And their ancestors are buried in the Salem Cemetery that's about 2.5 miles out off to the right in the field. This is the establishment of Whitehall, 1873, named after the postman, Mr. Whitehall. Behind that is another colored cemetery, African-American cemetery, called the Yarborough Cemetery, which is exceedingly hard to get to. Due to the overgrowth. It's such an ancient cemetery. There are 18 churches built before 1900 in this area that we just passed through in the last 5 minutes. This was the cradle of Texas.
If my opinion or vote counts for anything, I want to make it perfectly clear that I do not support this insane project now or ever. The only option is no bill, no action alternative. I support the no action alternative. No road, I-69.
I support the no action alternative.
And I am for the no bill option, no action option.
I vote no action, no road.
I support the no action alternative. I am for a no action alternative, and I vote no. My vote is no build, no road.
I am for the no build option of this plan.
And I'm for the no action alternative.
I am for the no build alternative.
And all of this given up right here through the heart of Texas. And we just wish that everyone would please help us stop this road and save our Texas. Thank you.